Okay, what's up, YouTube? You know who it is. This is Space Crypto coming at you again one more time. About to give you another video. Remember to leave a like. Remember to share. Remember to also subscribe to my channel, turn on notifications. So really quickly, I want to get into this now. I want to talk to you guys about PolyPad. Now, there's some really important information. Now, I did make a video about PolyPad before. I didn't touch on everything, and this is some really important information that you guys need to be aware of if you want to participate in the PolyPad swap, right? It's not going to be an IDO. PolyPad is not going to launch as an IDO. The last video I made, I said IDO. That was misinformation. Actually, there's not going to be an IDO for PolyPad. It's going to be a fair launch, and essentially PolyPad is going to be replacing TronPad and KCCPad. Now, what do I mean by that? Now, what Bluezilla has found out is that both TronPad and KCCPad have been stagnant, right? And when I say stagnant, and you guys know, everybody that's been in KCCPad knows, and also TronPad knows that there hasn't been a lot of projects that's been coming out for these two platforms. Haven't been a lot of projects coming out. The projects have been stagnant, mainly because there's not a lot of development going on KuCoin. KuCoin has been the most disappointing blockchain in recent memory. I mean, when you know what happened, when you have the foresight to see what happened with Binance chain and how the token exploded onto the scene, after launching their Binance Smart Chain, and the fact that KuCoin is not. I mean, it's not as big as Binance, but it's a pretty damn big exchange too. And the fact that it couldn't do even, $100, it's just crazy. I just think that, definitely there's something wrong with KuCoin. They're not promoting their blockchain, and obviously there's not enough support for developers. There's not enough push to get developers onto the chain. As a result, the chain has been stagnant, the chain has been dormant. There hasn't been a lot of development going on. As a result, KCCPad has struggled because developers are not coming over. The developers are not. Remember that these launch pads only do well when you have constant development. Like, for example, BSCPad. The reason why BSCPad is so successful as a launch pad is because there's so many people that's every day, like literally, I mean, or every week you're getting a new project. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different projects that's coming onto the platform that you can allocate for, right, and invest into and make money from. So because there's like these projects depend on the activity within the blockchain itself. How much are developers really flocking to the blockchain? How much are they developing on the blockchain? So obviously, being that there's not much going on these two platforms, TronPad and KCCPad, Bluezilla has decided to merge the two communities, the TronPad and KCCPad community, into PolyPad. Right now, PolyPad essentially is going to be a new launchpad that's going to be for the Polygon blockchain. Now, the Polygon blockchain is a very, very active blockchain. See, that's the difference between Polygon and KCCPad and TronPad. There's so many development going on. It says right here, Polygon ecosystem now contains well over 7,000 dApp, 375,000 Matic holders, and over 2,000 active developers, with a huge amount of developer resources being aimed at the platform, and more EVM chains beginning to interoperate with the platform. Polygon is arguably one of the most promising layer 2 chain currently operating. So yeah, man, so pretty insane. So basically they're telling you, like, listen, this is gonna have to be the way we're gonna go about it. Now, what are they gonna do for TronPad and KCCPad holders? Now, you can read up here on their Medium page. They're talking about you can also go on the Telegram, and there's actually a link to this page, the facts page. If you go on the KCCPad Telegram or TronPad Telegram, you actually see a link to this page. and it's basically just kind of, I'm gonna go over the KCCPad portion because that's what I'm currently staked in. But you can read up on it to understand what they're gonna do for the TronPad portion. It's gonna be very similar. What they're saying on both, for both TronPad and KCCPad is gonna be very similar. But essentially, you're gonna have to bridge your so the question one says, what will happen with the KCCPad tokens I'm currently holding on KCC, right? So, there's a little typo here. So it says the KCCPad tokens on Tron, but it's really supposed to be KCC, can be bridged to BSC using the bridge on the KCCPad website, bridge.kccpad.io. From there, they can be bridged to Polygon using another bridge, and they're going to tell you what bridge that's going to be. Once arrived to Polygon, you can swap your KCCPad tokens to PolyPad tokens using a custom app link to be announced. For an extensive step-by-step guide, we provide a simple to the following. So they're going to announce that link as well. But basically, they're working on this FAQ. But essentially, the idea, for me to break it down to you, is that PolyPad is gonna launch on April 7th. We were confirmed that date a few days ago, that it's gonna be launched on April 7th. Now, what's gonna happen on April 7th is that you are gonna be able. It's gonna be a fair launch. It's not gonna be no IDO. As I said, this is not gonna be an IDO. It's not going to be ideal, so you don't have to worry about getting allocation token, getting allocation, and then you have to get in at a certain time to buy tokens and stuff like that. No, that's not how it works, right? Essentially, all that's going to happen for the KCCPad tokens and the TronPad tokens you have, in order for you to get PolyPad tokens, you're going to have to swap those tokens to PolyPad, right? So there's gonna be a bridge, right? That's gonna allow you to swap PolyPad tokens on KC. So there's gonna be a KCC bridge, right? That's gonna allow you to swap your KCCPad tokens to PolyPad tokens, right? And then you're gonna be able to stake those PolyPad tokens, and just like how you've been staking KCC and KCCPad and TronPad, you're going to be able to stake those PolyPad tokens, right? So essentially, that's all it's going to be on the launch day. Also, there's a few things that they're going to be doing. They're going to be airdropping tokens to you. Now, this is very important. Now, if you've been staking KCCPad tokens for 3 months, for 3 or more months, so this is from December 9th or before, right? You will receive 15% of your stake balance as airdrop, right? Now, that's very significant. So imagine if you were staking 100,000 KCCPad tokens, you're going to get 15% of that. So you're going to literally get 15,000 KCCPad tokens. Well, not 15,000, because PolyPad and KCCPad is going to be 1-to-1. So essentially, you're going to get 15,000 PolyPad tokens for free. Now, if you look at the price of KCCPad right now, it's about 6 cents. So you could do the calculation on that, like 15,000 times, 15,000, 15 times 6. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's literally what, $9,000, I think. I'm not sure. Maybe or $900, maybe. Is that $900? It's not $900, but still $900 for free. I mean, you're getting $900 for free. I mean, guys, that's just a no-brainer. So, and that's part of the reason why the price has been going up for KCCPad. If you look at the price of TronPad and KCCPad, they've been going up over the past maybe the past week or so. We've seen a real significant uptick in the price. I remember when this was hovering around like 3-4 cents. Now it's up over 6 cents, and I think it's gonna keep going up until we get to April 7th. I wouldn't be surprised if we get to 10 cents before April 7th, because people are gonna try to get in now, because, and obviously they're not gonna get the staking rewards, because if they haven't been staking, but they are going to get but people are gonna be able to get a lot of they're gonna be able to get PolyPad tokens, right? They're gonna get a lot of PolyPad tokens on the cheap by buying KCCPad tokens. Because see, that's the only way you're gonna be able to get PolyPad tokens, by the way. The only way to get PolyPad tokens is to swap KCCPad or TronPad tokens. And they kind of break down the tokenomics here, and there's some very interesting points that they made, and you can kind of read up on this. But they talk about your KYC status. If you're already KYC'd in KCCPad or TronPad, it will be automatically transferred to PolyPad. What will happen to token claims which are dated in the future projects? With future token claims will continue to be unlocked as normal. So like, if you still have tokens to unlock in projects that, obviously you haven't gotten all the tokens yet from your allocation, so, and you're still waiting to unlock all those tokens, you're still going to be able to do that as normal. That's not going to change. You're still going to be able to access the KCCPad website, unlock your tokens as normal. So that's going to be normal. That's going to be the same. What are the announced airdrop details regarding? So I touched on that, the airdrop. Obviously, let me look at something else, because there's some very interesting things that they talk about. Now, will there be any changes to on-staking KCCPad tokens? So the current on-staking tax will be removed. So once PolyPad launches, there will not be an on-staking tax. Now, you guys know the on-staking tax in KCCPad is 25% for the first week. For the second week, it's what, 10% or something like that. And then for the third week, it's 5%. And then after that, you don't pay any tax when you on stake. So essentially, that's going to be removed once PolyPad launches. You're going to be able to on stake right away, and then bridge your tokens over to PolyPad. I'm sure, like, once PolyPad launches too, I'm sure the APR is going to be crazy. It's usually crazy, so you want to start staking right away. Once PolyPad launches on April 7th, you want to make sure you unstake all your tokens from KCCPad right away and just put them over to PolyPad. That's how you're going to gain a whole bulk of rewards early. So that's going to be crazy. And then question 4 is very interesting as well. It says, any unclaimed staking rewards can be claimed and bridged to BSC, right? So if you haven't claimed anything, your unclaimed rewards, you can still bridge them. There's something else that I'm looking up to see if they still have this information right here. Okay, so this is the information I was looking up. So it says, what happened to your KCCPad team marketing and other tokens? So non-circulating KCCPad tokens will not be distributed, right? That's very important. So obviously there's a lot of tokens, there's a lot of KCCPad tokens that are currently not in circulation, right? And they were supposed, in the future, they're supposed to be circulated for marketing and stuff like that. But being that they are non-circulated, they're not going to be distributed. Like, they're not going to be distributed to anyone. And then it's going to say new tokenomics / vesting for non-circulating tokens will be created for PolyPad. So essentially, those tokens are never going to be distributed. The non-circulating KCCPad tokens will never be distributed, and then the new tokenomics / vesting for non-circulating tokens will be created. So for the non-circulating tokens, they're gonna create those tokens one-to-one on PolyPad. So that's very important as well. And you're gonna have this new tokenomics investing for those tokens. So I hope that makes sense, guys. Don't want to blabber on too much on this video, but just know that on April 7th, you gotta swap your tokens over. There will be a bridge, as I stated earlier. There will be a bridge that you can swap your tokens on, right? So, and it's gonna be, I touched on the KCCPad portion, but there's gonna also be a TronPad bridge as well, where you can just swap your tokens over to PolyPad, right? So basically, you want to obviously swap it to BSC first, right? If you're on BSC, and yeah. But read up on this, guys. Anyways, have a great day. Pace Crypto signing out. Remember to subscribe to my channel. I'll be putting out more videos in the future. Have a great day. Pace Crypto signing out. Peace.